All right,
we're going.
and we're back. We're back, and we're starting with
This is episode 1.
officially episode 1.
Test episode 1 was cool. That worked. Test episode 2 did not work. Audio sucked. Official episode 1 with our third mic, John, was horrible because I don't know what I'm doing with the audio. So we're not putting that out. One day we'll have a Patreon, and you will see our shit.
Out. Yeah,
maybe. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But we'll put that out one day if our future fans want it.
Yes.
All right. So starting off episode 1, since we're starting from scratch, we should definitely, obviously, introduce ourselves. My name is Curtis. I've been an Eagles fan for my entire life, and Philadelphia sports fan for my entire life. Obviously, on this podcast, we're mostly focused on the Eagles, but we do have some, all the other teams are obviously in our wheelhouse, and we have some college associations.
Some of us do.
Yeah, some of us do. But yeah, I went to Pitt, so I'm a big Pitt football and basketball fan. A Pitt anything fan, but I only really watch football and basketball. And yeah, so I'm, brief intro from Philly area. And yeah, I don't know. Josh.
And Josh is my name. And I should say this is the Three Best Phriends Podcast. Even though there's only 2 of us, that may be a somewhat common occurrence. We don't know. We still love our third friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's welcome with open arms anytime.
That's true.
We're
missing our best member.
He's just a busy boy.
That's true.
Which we understand. But we got to get something out there because we've just been twiddling our thumbs and sticking them up our asses and fucking up the pod over and over again. So this one's going on the internet. Hopefully. Josh is my name, obviously.
Don't wear it out.
And I've been a Philadelphia sports fan most of my life. I didn't start out a football fan because I thought it was boring when I was a child. And then around 10 years old was when I started paying attention. My sister's dad watched football, and so I would hang out with him and watch football. And that's when I kind of started clicking in. And then McNabb came in '99, and that was when I started to love the Eagles.
The rest was history.
I missed most of the shitty years because I didn't really care back then. And then I started watching, and they were pretty good from '99 on for the most part. So that's my Philadelphia Eagles history. I've always loved the Phillies. Baseball's cool. It has been supplanted by football at this point, but that's when I first started watching was baseball. It was easy to understand for me as a child. You hit the ball, catch the ball, score some runs. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Flyers, at one point I loved them because my dad did, but then I lost any interest in them because, I don't know, I don't understand hockey.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Me neither.
It's cool to watch when they're in the playoffs. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yep.
And I root for them.
Mm-hmm.
And basketball can go suck its own dick because our team sucks.
Yeah, that's fair. I think a good transition back into what you said, 99 on with McNabb getting drafted. So I was born in 98. Sorry. So that was kind of the beginning of my sports fanhood as well, especially football. I have always been a football fan. I wanted to play football since I can remember. Obviously, I did play football not obviously, I'm tiny, but I played football for about 10 years. I've always been a huge football fan. The Sixers, I was interested in as a kid. I kind of lost a little love for them in middle school when they had Iguodala, all those people, whatever. All the guys that we failed and moved on. Drew Holiday, Andre Iguodala, Iverson, obviously in the later years. Iverson should have never been a Denver Nugget, let alone a Memphis Grizzly.
He should have been a Sixer his whole life.
That's
and
true.
Retired a Sixer.
He absolutely should have been a Sixer his whole life. And I worry, and this is a separate topic, but I worry that we're making up for it by keeping Embiid too long. But that's a separate topic. In terms of my sports fanhood, I've been a Phillies fan my whole life. I used to love baseball as a little kid. And I've been, obviously the Eagles are my do or die, my favorite team in existence, but not really.
I think that's true for all.
All three of us by far. I would say the Eagles
I think we can speak for John on that one.
I think we can definitely. Penn State football.
Penn State might be number 1, maybe.
Maybe, but I would say if I know John, I would say that the Eagles are his number one. Pitt football is my number two. I'll say that for sure. But that's a little more, I spent a lot of money to go there, so I might as well support them. But
Hell yeah.
yeah, still paying for that one. But so that was my sports fanhood. I was a huge Peyton Manning fan as a kid. So there are many, many photos of me in a Peyton Manning jersey. If we eventually get famous and those come out, then sorry.
We should bring some of those.
we should. I used to have a Peyton Manning jersey. I liked him because he was in commercials, and I used to, in Madden, I would design the Eagles and add Peyton Manning to them and make them the Harleysville shout out logo, but the Harleysville Eagles, which was my high school, my little league football team, my little league football team. So yeah, so basically Eagles my whole life, Philly my whole life. I've always had some players that I liked. I was a huge Harden guy before he came to Philly, and then obviously maybe that changed a little bit, but yeah. So I don't know. Been a sports fan my whole life. Definitely more football, basketball. Hockey is fun.
I was gonna say any hockey in sight.
That's John.
Okay.
Any hockey. My only hockey.
You may have less than me, and I have almost none.
I have probably zero. I'll say that I could probably name you the starting roster in like 2013-14 because for whatever reason I got very invested for like 2 years, and then I don't know.
They started sucking even more than so they couldn't keep you around.
They were pretty good those years, of course, that I got invested in. So I am, I guess, a bandwagon Flyers fan. But I have a Wayne Simmons shirtsy floating around somewhere in my closet. I loved Wayne Simmons. Yeah, if you want it, I have it. I'm chilling.
Child's jersey.
No, it's an adult large. I found it at a thrift store when I was like 16, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I miss Wayne Simmons." But
hockey and the black guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The two greatest things to be combined.
That's true. It's very true. You can ask what's his name, PK Subban about that, and Malcolm Subban.
Anyway,
transitioning into, I guess, what the main topics will be for the podcast this week. I definitely wanted to touch on the Phillies. I don't know if I really want to.
Not after tonight.
It's not after tonight. I'm getting a little worried with the Phillies. I know whatever. I don't know. This is maybe a lukewarm take at best, like a cold take. But I'm really today on Comcast Sports. What is it called now? It's not Comcast. It's NBC Sports. Yeah, Philly, whatever. Comcast.
It's always
should
Comcast
be. Yeah, it's always gonna be Comcast to me. They put up. I forget what the guy's name is, but he put up a list of the five. Barkan. He put up a list of the five biggest threats in the National League. And I was looking at the list, and I was like, man, I don't like our odds against really any of these teams. I really don't. I don't
know what the list was, but I don't like our odds against any team.
So I remember the list, if I remember correctly. I won't remember the order exactly, but it was Dodgers were number one. Which
we always play the Dodgers well.
So. We do play the Dodgers well, and that's why I was a little confused why they were number one. I don't know. Order be damned. But the remaining four were Brewers, Padres, Cubs, Mets. I know the Mets were fifth. I don't like our odds against really any of those teams. And I know statistically we're better than a lot of them, but I don't know. I just don't feel it. We were better
than the Diamondbacks, and we
were better than the Mets, I thought, but the Mets were hotter than us. And I worry that we're slumping hard. I mean, if I'm looking at our last...
It's like last year. They slump at the wrong time.
So that's my worry, is the idea that...
And Wheeler's gone.
Yep, Wheeler's gone.
And he was kind of your like steady force stopgap.
He was. We have Sanchez. We have Suarez, Ranger. We have.
I feel like Sanchez will be that guy at some point, but he got thrust into that role now. I feel like perfect spot for him is right behind Wheeler.
I agree. Perfect spot for him is right behind Wheeler as 1A, 1B.
Like sitting there learning.
But I do think he's a 1 at this point.
No,
I think he is.
I wonder if mentally he can do the extra shit outside of pitching great.
That's true. That is true. But I do kind of, to me, Wheeler, Sanchez is the same as, not the same, but similar to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, where I feel like Sanchez just has to have his, I don't know. It's different because obviously they pitch on different days. But I don't know. I kind of feel like 1A, 1B with those two. So I'm happy with Sanchez. Luzardo can throw a lot of strikeouts for 4 innings and then we'll lose it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little worried about the Phillies. A little is an understatement. I'm quite worried about the Phillies. I think that we beat bad teams and I don't know. I won't say we lose to good teams, but we don't overall beat good teams.
No, they're like close to 500.
Close to 500 against teams above 500, yeah, or above whatever it is, teams in the playoffs.
I don't know if that stat's accurate, but I think it is.
I mean, it feels like it. I feel like just heart of hearts.
Yeah,
I'm just
watch the games, guys.
Yeah, watch the games, guys. Don't listen. Don't take our word for it. But
it's how I feel.
So it's fact. As they say in Always Sunny, as Max says, I'm an American and I'm dug in, and I don't have to change regardless of the facts that are presented to to
emotion is fact.
Yeah, exactly. Emotion is fact. That's America, greatest country in the world for a reason. But anyway, so the greatest city and the greatest country in the world is going to have a baseball team that I think loses pretty quickly in the playoffs, unfortunately. And I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Phillies?
I'm so sad about them now because this is their year to do it.
Yep.
If they don't do it this year, it's just going to be worse from here on out.
So I said this on one of the test podcasts that we did, but the Phillies, I was probably the last one, but the Phillies really remind me of the Sixers in the post that I'm so bad with years, especially with basketball because it falls like double year. But the year with Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, JJ Redick, that whole,
that was the year.
That was the year. The Kawhi shot year.
Also,
2018, 2019.
Maybe sign Jimmy Butler instead.
Well, that's true.
And extend that run a little bit.
That's true. But my worry is that we're in that same kind of period where it's like we have all these stars, whatever you want to call them, stars, solid players. We have a championship team, but we're just losing pieces year after year because after a while, we can't pay all these guys. They overperform on here, and then they go, I love Rhys Hoskins. That would have been a nice signing.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
I'm not mad about it, but that would have been like a JJ Redick where it would have been like, that would have been nice to keep around.
They've never replaced his production.
No, exactly.
In the lineup.
Yeah. No, so I don't know. And maybe the Rhys take is a dumb one.
And our outfield would have been stronger.
It would have been a lot stronger.
Harper out there, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless he went and fucked up his back even more.
Well, that's true.
So it might be good for him in the long run.
Maybe it is. And obviously you can never, you never
know.
Maybe if we re-sign Rhys, he like tears his ACL or something running the bases. You never friggin' know. It doesn't really matter. But my point being, I think that when you have a championship window and then you start to lose stars and start to lose key role players and start to lose, and eventually those like your, Embiid ages out. Simmons turns out to be a bust. I just kind of get, I don't know, well, not a bust, but you know what I mean? I get kind of a similar,
Sort of.
I
mean, he had a good chunk of time while he was here, but he never lived up to what he was supposed to be.
I could go on for Ben's.
How could you be a great basketball player but not also shoot the ball? That's like the one thing.
I could go on, and I would be I could go on for like 30 minutes about Ben Simmons.
You definitely need to do your solo.
I definitely need to do
Sixers.
my solo Sixers. I just want to do like a 10-year recap of what's happened.
I would watch that.
Yeah, and it's not going to be very happy. Spoiler alert.
Nope.
But transitioning to there, because the Phillies just seems kind of doom and gloom between the two of us, which I it's honest. Transitioning there, the Sixers debut. Regular season on October 25th. They'll play the Hornets. I will definitely be releasing a Sixers season preview. Neither of these guys are too invested in the Sixers, so I figure I'll do my own little kind of wrap up of what I think's happened, what I think should happen going forward. But yeah, just a thing to look out for. October will be the NBA preseason.
Good idea. Content for the channel.
Yeah, exactly. Just content. Why not? I know that the Sixers play a game in Abu Dhabi. I was looking today.
No shit.
Yeah, I think that there's a international series with the NBA. That's like preseason, so that'll be cool in late September and early October. Or I think it's mostly October. It might not even be in September. But yeah, so excited for that. Not excited for the Sixers season, but excited for the NBA in general. I like basketball. I'm more excited for college basketball, obviously, with the Sixers being hot garbage. But yeah.
I wish I cared about college basketball.
Yeah, I mean, just jump on it's not even a bandwagon. Just hop on the pit team. Yeah.
I can't just pick a team.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you have to have a reason.
Like St. Joe's, when they did their thing way back when, that was a cool story. They were a Philly team. I was all in.
Delonte
Haven't
West.
given a shit about them ever since.
Yeah. Yeah, Delonte West. That was I think we talked
Nelson.
about this, but that was like right when my dad graduated from St. Joe's. So Jameer Nelson, Delonte West, like those teams were so fun. But yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was
too small.
I didn't know this school existed, and all of a sudden it was all over the place. And I'm like,
so
I'm in. It was just a fun thing to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what basketball can be at its peak for people that aren't.
I wouldn't know because
fans.
I've been a Sixers fan for the past most of my life.
Exactly. You would not know. I mean, watching Iverson, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that was great.
For
but
me,
I mean, lately, like Embiid had some fun moments, but they never got past the second round. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
What do I have to be happy about? Oh, this guy, he won the MVP the one time.
Scoring title,
and then
3
also
times.
never did anything after that.
Yeah.
He hurt himself to win that MVP for the rest of his career.
Yeah. And the shitty thing with basketball is the Naismith Hall of Fame is the Basketball Hall of Fame, and it's by far the easiest. Or I don't know about hockey, so I won't. But of the 3 Hall of Fames that I pay attention to, it is by far the easiest to get into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Like Jack Sikma a few years ago made it in, and maybe I'm a casual, and
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'm a casual, and I should know Jack Sikma, and people are all the old heads will be really mad at me that I don't know who that is, but Joel Embiid is a Hall of Famer. If Jack Sikma is a Hall of Famer, like Joel Embiid won an MVP, he won, I believe, 2 scoring titles, somewhere around there.
Make it in.
So he'll make it in because it's a.
I don't think he shouldn't. I also don't know enough to make an informed
In my
decision.
opinion, he was the best center in the NBA for at least 3 years. I mean, people will argue Jokic, and people will be like, "Oh, Jokic won MVP." Once we have fans, Jokic won. Jokic, if you look at the head-to-head stats, Embiid bitched Jokic for like 4 years in a row. There were several games where it was like, I mean, Jokic would have a good game, but Embiid would drop like 50 on Jokic. Okay. Jokic was a terrible defender, so that's one part, and Embiid's a good, league average, above league average defender. But I don't know. I would argue Embiid's a Hall of Famer, not a lock, but he'll be a Hall of Famer. But it just is I don't know. I feel like I know people love to be like Embiid, whatever, he's hurt all the time. I'm more on the team that the Sixers failed Embiid than Embiid failed the Sixers. Like, he played with a broken orbital bone. He scored 58 or something in a game. Like, for a center, like I don't know, he's developed really well. Like, he went from being a kind of back to the basket, like footwork, not back to the basket, but like footwork, Hakeem Olajuwon. Now he shoots like pretty well from 3. I don't know. I'm always on the team that the Sixers organization failed. I mean, really, Iverson, Iguodala, Jrue Holiday, Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons failed himself. That guy's a bitch. Yeah. But those 4, you could even throw Jimmy Butler by not re-signing him in there, because Jimmy Butler had not a career, but in my opinion, a career year with us in terms of game. He had the most game winners.
I can't believe after that year they wouldn't be like, yeah, let's just keep him.
So I remember when that was happening, there was a thing of like, Jimmy Butler's our closer, and we're losing our closer. And there's something to be said about that, because Ben Simmons obviously passed up the last shot in that Hawks series.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, an absolute piece of shit. And actually, two, if you don't mind, 2 anecdotes about this topic, because I feel like I always tell these anecdotes, so I might as well get them on the pod. One anecdote is I went to a local high school kind of closer to the city, and my mom worked there at the time. And she was talking to the head of school who used to practice, or Jimmy Butler used to practice at our school. So he would, the head of school had his phone number, all those things to make sure that he was good. There wouldn't be a swarm of 300 kids at the gym every time he showed up. It happened one time that we found out, but outside of that, so he talked to Jimmy Butler a lot, and Jimmy Butler actually asked him about the housing market in Ambler, who he could, like anybody he could look to buy like a nice house on the main line or Ambler, like either of those areas. So maybe whatever, maybe hearsay, but I think there was a big period of time where Jimmy Butler wanted to be a Sixer again. So
sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like he thought he was coming back.
It does sound like that. And it sounds like we are Daryl Morey, and that wasn't even Daryl Morey, that was Elton Brand, but it sounds like these general managers for us have just been horrific. And so that's my one anecdote. My other anecdote has to do with Ben Simmons. And I have a buddy that works for a smart home installation company where they go in and install and then change like the presets for very wealthy people to like control their house to, you know, when you press this button, the music starts. And when you know, all these like crazy things where like the fridge will turn itself down to this temperature for this, anyway, crazy niche things that wealthy people really like, whatever.
That sounds like a fun job.
A very fun job. He loves it from what I've heard. But he, when Ben Simmons left Philadelphia, he sold his, I believe it was like $10 million house on the main line to Nick Castellanos. So my buddy,
I remember that.
Yeah, because nobody would buy it because it was this crazy customized house. And then Castellanos got signed and he had the money, whatever. So my buddy was the one that was in charge, or part of the people that were in charge, to go in and change all the presets, clean everything out for him, whatever. Because the company that whatever he works for is in that house. So this anecdote was when he went over to clean out and to check everything out, he like took a tour of the house. Apparently Nick Castellanos is a great guy. His wife was pregnant at the time. My buddy was still insanely hot and like very nice, whatever. Besides the point, but whatever. My buddy went down to Ben Simmons' basement. Pause. He had a gaming room and a gym in this section, and there was a fridge in each one stocked with Gatorade, or theoretically. The gaming room, the fridge was completely devoid. Like there was like 5 Gatorades left, and the trash cans were full, and the chair was worn in, all that stuff. The basketball court, he said nobody had ever stepped on there. There's no way anybody had ever stepped on there. Every fridge was completely full.
Well, to be fair, Ben Simmons can't shoot the ball, and he probably doesn't have 4 friends.
So he was, but that's true, but he was not fucking practicing. And my buddy was like, yeah, this guy wasn't fucking practicing. He had a gym in his house, and he would go stream video games instead of fucking shooting the 3.
Ben Simmons did what he wanted to do. He got good enough at basketball, get drafted high, get famous, get money.
He banged a Kardashian/Jenner and is now dating or married to a model.
He's living his life.
That life. I mean, oh my God.
He probably feels like an asshole sitting out there on the bench, but probably not really.
Probably not really.
He's like, I'm going to go home after I didn't really do anything today, and I'm going to
plow my model life. Yeah. And live in my $150
million
acre property. Yeah.
Maybe not $150 million mansion, but that's like,
I mean, that's how much he made.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what a life. I'm envious of him, and that's probably why I'm so angry, but not really. Cause I feel like if I don't know.
If I got to the point where I could be that rich, I would just stop doing everything also. So I guess you have to be a certain person.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think he has that drive that athletes have.
No, I don't think so either. I think
I can say I don't. I know he doesn't have that drive.
Yeah, I would say
I also don't
as well. I also don't as well. But I'm also not 6'10" with, ridiculous basketball IQ. But yeah. So anyway, that was a long Sixers rant. Transitioning to the most important team in all of Philadelphia.
The Union.
Yep. So the Union have a game that, no, just kidding.
Sorry, guys, we don't have any Union talk.
We have no Union talk, unfortunately. We're not. Go to Europe.
Pulled that one on my ass, and I made.
Go to Europe if you want a soccer talk. But just kidding. We love soccer, but not really. But anyway, onto the real football. The Philadelphia Eagles play a game tomorrow. What are your thoughts?
I am very confident, and I don't know if that's good. It's good. It's fine. It's the fucking Cowboys. They suck. They got rid of Micah Parsons. They're a mess. Their head coach is a fucking goober who's been in the league for I don't know how many years, but this is his first head coach job ever.
Yep.
And he's like 60 years old.
And he's living off his last name.
I thought you were going to say that he's living with his mom.
No, I hope not.
Maybe he's living with his brother.
Yeah, that's true.
The good one.
It's Marty Schottenheimer, right?
Yeah, they're brothers, I'm assuming.
I believe Marty.
Or are they just two Schottenheimers that aren't even related?
No, I'm sure their brother. Marty is the brother that matters, and then Brian is is his brother. That's an
okay.
idiot.
So Brian is the.
Marty went to a great school. I just figured out.
Oh.
Marty went to Pitt. I did not know that. He's from McDonald, Pennsylvania, which is like I believe Western Pennsylvania. Probably sound like an idiot.
He's your boy now.
Yeah, I guess I like Marty now. Went to a great school. But yeah, Brian Schottenheimer, I 100% agree. I don't think that Brian Schottenheimer. Let me just make sure that they are related.
I would assume so. The NFL is a very
incestuous league.
That's the word.
Yep.
Not exactly the word I was looking for,
no,
but that works.
You're looking for nepotism. That was
Hell
the
yeah.
word. Yeah, that was the word that you were looking for. But I'd
you.
like to use the word incestuous just to say that. But no, I 100% agree with you. I think that while his brother went to a great school, he's not head coaching material. I think Jerry Jones picked a puppet that he can put out there.
He's the next Jason Garrett.
Exactly. Just smile and wave like the Penguins in Madagascar say.
Like it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Smile and get dicked and like it by the Eagles, and by Jerry, Jones. But yeah, I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. I am a little, so I will say on the cautiously optimistic side, I'm very optimistic again of our run defense against them. I don't think
they don't have a fucking running back.
They have Javonte Williams.
No, fuck that guy.
Exactly. And I will say I just took him in like the 15th round of my fantasy draft. Exactly.
He's almost the last pick of the draft.
He was, I think, my third to last pick. Yeah. And Jaden Blue is their other running back. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball. And in the NFL, if you cannot run the ball, you cannot pass the ball, especially against Vic Fangio with the umbrella.
Well, we do have a quarterback, too, that is nothing.
So that's my one worry. I'm cautiously optimistic because I'm prepared mentally to watch George Pickens have a 200-yard game against.
Don't tell me this.
I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it.
I'll let you talk because I have things to say.
Adoree Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm really, really worried.
Why didn't we do something that's more than Adoree Jackson?
Isaiah Rodgers. Let me look up Isaiah. Can you look up how much Isaiah Rodgers signed for while I talk for a second?
Sure.
Because Isaiah Rodgers would have been amazing. And I believe he signed for like $5 million. So we would have easily been able to keep him. I could be wrong on that. We're double checking. But Isaiah fucking Rodgers was great last year for being, I mean, he wasn't great, but he was perfect for what we needed, obviously.
And he would have been the perfect guy to step in and take over.
Yep. He's a man corner, which I know Vic does the umbrella, so he likes zone, but he can lock up in man. I don't know. I just saw that it was announced that Sidney Brown is also one of our starting safeties. So I don't know. I'm a little worried Pickens will go off.
Okay, so he has 2-year, a little over $11 million salary, $8 million guaranteed, almost $8 million guaranteed. This isn't exact, including a $4,825,000 signing bonus. We could have fucking had that.
$7 million max a year for that guy. $7 to $8 million a year for a corner too. And I know Coop is our corner too, but Coop is a slot corner
/ safety.
I love Coop in the slot. I think he's a physical.
And if you move him outside, who goes in the slot? And then whoever's in the slot, any team's going to just eat our lunch.
Eat against them. Cooper is not only, I think Cooper is.
He will be a great outside corner, I think.
He would be a great outside corner,
but then it just hurts our defense way more.
The slot. I think Cooper, the slot corner position, realistically, is a safety / corner / almost linebacker hybrid. And that is Cooper DeJean he's instinctive, he's intelligent, he's quick, he has all the physical traits, clearly. He is great in the box. Like, you can put him in, he'll step up and fucking truck Derrick Henry. Like, are you kidding me? He just right through Derrick Henry. But he'll also lock up Darnell Mooney. You know what I mean? Like, these quick little Rashid Shaheed, these quick little slot DJ Moore. He'll lock, or he won't lock them up, but
we could always bring back Isaiah Scott.
Josiah Scott.
There
we go. Or Eli Rick. Well, there we go. It's going around. I said Eli instead of Eli. Eli Ricks would be a good one. Well, not a good one, but it would be a funny one to bring back. It'd be a body. I think all of this points to Keely Ringo not working out.
Obviously, he's gotten no first team reps since that second preseason game.
Yeah, and we're too deep at safety to need him as like he could maybe, if he's not smart or quick enough to keep up with like a wide receiver in man, he could switch to like a free safety maybe if he's good in zone, and he's like a bigger body, and I think he is like 6'2".
I wanted him to be so good.
Me too.
Or at least usable.
I was like, this is a Howie Steele. This is gonna be one of those guys that's like a stud that we get like randomly.
Was he like graded for second, third round?
He was graded second or late first, I think.
Late first?
Yeah. Holy shit. But then there was like injury concern or something. I don't know. But I can't remember. But he went to Georgia and he was like, they won a national title. I don't know.
So was he the Nolan Smith draft or the Nakobe Dean draft?
That is a good question. I would imagine.
I think Nakobe Dean. I think he's been here since.
So Ringo got drafted in. Jesus, he was born in 2002. Holy cow! Yeah, he's really young. Who you said Nakobe?
Was he a Nakobe Dean draft or?
So Ringo got drafted. It looks like in 2023.
Okay.
So then Nakobe Dean.
That was the Nakobe Dean.
Was
that was not the Nakobe Dean draft. That was the Nolan Smith draft.
Yes.
Okay, so they got him.
Yeah, because Nakobe Dean was 2022, and then Nolan Smith was 23.
They got Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and Keely Ringo.
And there was another Georgia guy.
Yeah, we traded for Swift.
Yes, that's who it was. Yep.
Okay.
It's just so funny.
Damn, I wish we would have kept him. He would have been a really good number. Well, a great number two.
But he got number one money from Chicago.
Sure.
Yeah. I think he's making like $10 million a year right now.
Wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, no, Howie's not
in my
as
dream,
stupid as
I could be like, we have two great running backs. Like, he would be the perfect
number two. Also, two great running backs, both from the state of Pennsylvania. One went to St. Joe's Prep. The other went to Penn State. Like, crazy. I knew
happen, so.
That's true. I knew of DeAndre. I never knew DeAndre Swift, but I knew of him growing up. I'm in the same age as him, and he was really good at prep. Obviously, of course, he went to Georgia, but his commitment video to Georgia. I forget if it was. I think it's his dad. His dad's like a really like a dog and just like a football coach, whatever, like the man. But they made his video of choosing what school he was going to. It was like running up the Rocky Steps, and it was so cool. I remember being like, fuck yeah, DeAndre Swift's going to be amazing. And then like, he's pretty good, obviously. Like he was I think he was in the Heisman voting one year. He was behind a lot of good running backs at Georgia. My buddy, actually, I went to college with a kid that went to St. Joe's Prep, and he used to randomly text him like, good luck today. Because they graduated together, and DeAndre would be like, thanks, bro. I'm not going to play, but when he was a freshman, but nice guy from what I've heard. Seems like a very nice family in general, but DeAndre would have been a really nice complimentary piece because he's like the opposite of Saquon, where Saquon can catch the ball a lot, but DeAndre is more of like a third down running back. I don't know, like that type of guy. So that would have been a nice 1-2 punch, but I'm actually low-key very excited with our running back room with A.J. Dillon and Will Shipley.
I feel like as long as A.J. Dillon's healthy, that's a great number.
That's a hell of a number 2, and I think a very nice number 3. I'm high on Shipley.
Shipley could be as good as Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah. Aside from the Giants games, I mean, I feel like what's his name before Kenny Gainwell, Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell were always giant killers. And maybe
Boston Scott somehow
was the giant killer.
Every time he touched the ball, he scored against the Giants.
To be fair, it's the Giants, so it's like playing against like.
But it was always just Boston Scott.
Yeah,
did they do that on purpose? Because they're like, oh,
let's just let this guy. Let's make this
guy
guy look good, so that they start him. Yeah. No, I don't know, but I feel like Kenny Gainwell was kind of like a shitty team merchant. Although I will miss him, and I hope he does really well in Pittsburgh.
Seems like he did all the little things well, the blocking and the.
That's one thing, and I think A.J. Dillon does all the little things really well, like blocking. I mean, the guy looks like a truck. Like he should be able to block or at least eat a hit.
Him and Saquon and Jalen Hurts back there.
And I believe we have a fullback on the roster. I'm almost
Van Sumeren.
Yeah, Van Sumeren. And
former linebacker.
Yep. Yeah, and we have Ty Robinson, who we just drafted out of Nebraska, played a lot of fullback at Nebraska. Not a lot, but played some meaningful snaps at fullback for Nebraska. I'm of the mindset that we put fucking Jalen Carter back there, and just kidding. But Ty Robinson would be a good.
Vic Fangio would never allow that.
No, and I would be.
He already does not want Cooper returning punts.
Yeah, I agree. Don't let Cooper return punts. There's no reason why, aside from the occasional.
He's so good at it.
He is really good, but like we'll get 2 touchdowns max in a year, and there's a chance he gets hurt on every single play. That's my worry.
There's a chance he gets hurt on any play.
But he's playing corner, which is so valuable for us, and we could. I
get it.
We have so many wide receivers. We could put somebody back there.
Well, Britton Covey's back, so.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah. I forgot he's back. Yeah, that's true.
He will be elevated for the
him?
first 3 games. Because he's on the practice squad, so they don't even have to put him on the active roster for the first 3 games.
Is that a rule now?
Yeah, you can elevate them for 3 games.
Oh,
max,
okay.
But then eventually they're gonna have to
sign.
Figure something out.
I forgot that. That is it. That's
COVID fucked everything. It made the practice squad way bigger.
Yeah.
Not 54, like 53.
Like some idiots think, but yeah.
Some people think that the practice squad is also as large as the active roster. Because that would make sense.
For context for our listeners,
sorry who we're talking. You know who we're talking about if you're listening to this.
If you're listening to this, you know exactly.
I love you as a person.
Who you are, but
you're kind of a cunt.
Thinking of a 53 man practice squad is very funny. But for our listeners who are not keyed into this inside joke, we work at a bar, or we frequent a bar. We'll remain nameless on who does what, but we had a customer that thought not only did he ask if there were 36 NFL teams, he thought that each NFL team carried a separate 53-man practice squad.
So I just learned something new.
Yes.
This person also thought there was 4 more teams in the league than there are.
Yes.
It's the same person, right?
Yes, same person. Or it might have been a different person, but somebody in that conversation said there's 36 teams, right?
I want to know who thought there was 36 teams, because if it was the same person that thought there were 53-man roster.
I believe it was the same person. And either way, because this is probably boring to people who don't know these people. But
this is hilarious to me, though.
It is very. So we had a customer that legitimately, a guy that, is a huge baseball fan, but is a somewhat football fan.
He claims to be a huge football
that's what fan. I was
I'm learning that maybe not.
No, not really. From what I've heard, there's been some funny takes. But
sorry, buddy. I love you.
Sorry, but it's true. Mean but true. But no, one of our customers thought that each NFL team carries a 53-man practice squad, which imagine how expensive that would be, how many more players would be in the league. There's no way that
it wouldn't even be special to be in the NFL anymore.
No, it would not.
There was 106
people per team. 53 people on a practice squad. So we looked up, and it's obviously 16.
Is it 16 or 17? It's 16 plus the what's that called when you bring the foreigner in?
Oh, the international.
I know
what you're talking. Yeah, the international exemption. So 17 technically. So yeah,
real hard, man. My brain's not working.
A roster of 70 versus 106 makes a lot more sense. But yeah, Britton Covey can be our punt returner. Back to the topic at hand. But yeah, I don't know. I think my big worry is with the Eagles, and this will always be a worry. Obviously, you can say this about any team, you could say this about a cricket team somewhere. But my worry is health and injuries.
It's already starting, though.
It's already starting.
Lane Johnson had knee surgery.
Landon
Dickerson.
Yeah.
Landon Dickerson had knee surgery.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
And he also now has
a back issue. Injury. AJ has been dealing with, I believe it's hamstring tightness for a little bit. As we said before, Adoree Jackson is our corner too. So if we lose any defensive backs, that's not great.
I kind of sort of hope for an injury to Adoree Jackson, because it would mean
Keely.
Nothing. It would be nothing. Just get a guy out of the stands and put him on the field.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And also that Jacorian Bennett.
Yeah.
I want to see him play. He seemed like he played well in the preseason.
So he was the pick before or after Keely Ringo? I can't remember.
I think it was after, but I'm not sure.
So if it was after, then Howie definitely is regretting not taking him over Keely.
Yeah, I think Howie's trying to be cute with the Georgia boys thing.
I think he was. I don't know. That's my
It worked out for the most part.
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm not even going to kill him.
I'm never gonna complain about Howie Roseman ever.
You're going to miss on some 4th round picks.
That's true. Yeah, it's a 4th
okay.
round pick. Yeah, Howie Roseman is the best general manager of any Philly team of my lifetime. So
that's true.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. This is a random thing, but in terms of college football, not a great transition there. But in terms of college football, if we're talking about general college football, Alabama lost, which was a huge thing. I know everybody and their mom has heard this already. Who follows college football has heard this already. But the big,
I've heard nothing.
Yeah. So if you follow college football, or I think I switched the front letters there, but
everybody knows what you're talking about.
If you follow college football, but Alabama, it was everybody has heard that, and their mom has heard that it's an effort thing. I don't know how many people care about college football or watched any of the highlight of the game. I couldn't care less about Alabama, but I watched the tape and holy cow, what has happened? There are guys like jogging. Like it used to be that Alabama had like.
Who is the coach around that?
Kalen DeBoer. So it's a new coach as of 2 years.
Who was the coach?
Nick Saban.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that's the difference. And
there you go.
Yeah, and that'll do it. But you have guys loafing on the field when they still have the most. I believe I read a stat that says they still have the most 5 stars committed and currently through 2026. So you still have technically on paper one of the most talented college football rosters in the world. And you lose to Florida State like badly. Castellanos called it before he did it, but he said they don't have Saban. Good luck stopping me. And they didn't stop him. So that was crazy. Outside of that, obviously my favorite team, Pitt, destroyed Duquesne. That was a pretty easy first week opponent, I would imagine. It's a little harder against Central Michigan, but even then it's directional Michigan. So it's not like we're playing, I was going to say Alabama, but not anymore. It's not like we're playing, Clemson week 2. But Eli Holstein looked lights out. I know he had the interception, but 3 touchdowns. I think Desmond Reed, I'm biased, but I think he's going to be a very high pick next year in the NFL draft. I think he's electric, and I think that
what does he do?
What does he do? He's a running back, but he's like a pass-catching running back. So he returns punts, kicks.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Ish.
Just freak, yeah. Just absolute freak. I'll show you the highlight. But he took the first punt of the game back to the house. And then last year, his first game starting, he took a punt back to the house. He's just electric. He's a very good running back. He's actually like a DeAndre Swift. Is not a terrible comp.
What's this guy's name?
Desmond Reed, Des Reed. So he was a all ACC player last year. He was preseason All-American. I would book him for All-American, and I'm a huge Pitt fan, so I'm very biased, but he was awesome. The defense looked solid. I mean, obviously it's Duquesne, but holding them to that little points is amazing. Our linebackers are going to be great. It's just, a matter of time. They were great last year. But yeah, I know John would definitely have a lot to jump in here about Penn State, but I don't have really anything to say for I don't want to speak in his absence, but I didn't really watch much of the game. But yeah, we got, big college football season. Clemson looks good. But yeah, Ohio State looked lights out, but who knows with Arch Manning? We'll see.
When was this punt return?
Look up Duquesne.
Punt return.
D-U-Q. Duquesne.
Duquesne.
Yeah, Duquesne. Yep. If you look up D-U-Q, it'll probably come up. But yeah, lights out. I don't know. Our
D-U-Q-U-O-I-N?
E-S-N-E.
Okay.
D-U-Q-U.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think he is going to be. I mean, obviously, it's against. I believe Duquesne is Division II, if not Division III. I think it's Division III. So it's not, or they might be D1 AA. Here, look that up.
You might be able to share this on screen. Oh.
If you can, that'd be great.
All right.
Oh, Duquesne is Division I. Never mind. But they are obviously, FCS, not FBS. But yeah, so 61-9, pretty good. They are D1, but it is Duquesne. So I think it's been clear for 200 years who owns the city of Pittsburgh. So, or not 200, but you know what I mean. 100 plus years who owns the city of Pittsburgh when it comes to football. We got a big game against CMU. Well, not that big, but big enough. And then we have our big West Virginia game coming up soon. I'm very excited for that. I'm cautiously optimistic. Last year was obviously insane. It caused me to have many heart palpitations. I believe we were down, I forget what it was. We were down with like 4 minutes left by multiple scores and won. So overall, Pitt football. Let's go. I'm excited for it.
I do have this punt return.
Okay.
Pulled up.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can both take a look at it. I mean, you've seen it.
No, I've seen it.
You're the man.
Yep.
With
the Pitt football, yeah.
I have not seen
Michael Baraducci, redshirt senior from Allison Park, Pennsylvania, puts it in the air. And this is fielded at the 12-yard line.
Watching it,
you talked about his electricity across the 40 out of speed. Midfield in the plus territory. There he goes. 20, 10, goodbye, touchdown, Des Reed.
Electric, look at this. He catches the ball at the 11-yard line, and the blocking by the Pitt Panthers special teams crew is excellent. He breaks a tackle there, another one there, and then it's off to the races for the 5'8", 170.
See what happens.
They said 5'8", 170.
Michael Baraducci, redshirt senior from Allison Park, Pennsylvania, puts it in the air. And this is fielded at the 12-yard line. You talked about his electricity across the 40 out of speed. Midfield in the plus territory. There he goes. 20, 10, goodbye, touchdown, Des Reed.
Electric, look at this. He catches the.
All right. So
That's pretty cool.
Where are we at time-wise?
We are at 47 minutes.
All right. So I have a segment, unless you have anything that you wanted to say.
Oh, I have nothing prepared.
Gotcha. I had a segment that I kind of wanted to go into, and we talked about doing a little bit in terms of like picking the picks for this week. And we'll have to go through afterwards and listen and have like a tally sheet set up. But I came up, and we'll have John fill out his picks at home. But I thought I didn't come up with the idea, but I kind of thought of an idea where we would look each week at each game and just pick a winner. We don't have to do spread, but just pick, just gut feeling. Who do we think is going to win?
I know nothing about any team other than maybe the Eagles.
So
my picks are potentially not going to make any sense.
So the variance will be very high, but I think what we'll do is we'll have I guess we can start obviously with the Eagles-Cowboys game. If you want to go first on that one, then I'll go first on the next game. But we have the Eagles-Cowboys, obviously, playing on Thursday night at 8:20. What do you think?
I feel in my heart
line is at Eagles -8.5. Just so you know.
In my heart of hearts, I feel the Eagles are just going to fucking boat race them. And I'm putting a lot of stock in our offense, though, because I have no faith in our defense, or very little.
Yeah. So
we have all the good players, but all they need to do is stay away from our good players and attack Adoree Jackson.
That's true. That's true.
So
you're thinking high-scoring game?
I don't know, man. I just feel like in my heart of hearts, the Eagles just win this game.
Yeah.
Regardless of how bad Adoree Jackson or whoever ends up in that corner spot is.
So I'm with you. I think the Eagles win. I personally think it's going to be a shootout. And it's funny looking at I'm on ESPN, so they have the ticket prices. The Eagles are by far the most expensive ticket price.
It's also opening night of opening week.
It's true. But I mean, some of these games, $63, $30.
What is the Eagles price? Lowest price.
Your guess.
I think I looked at it prior, like a couple months ago. It was like $500.
This is ESPN, so it's probably not accurate, but 320.
Okay.
So not terrible. But I will say for my Eagles-Cowboys pick, I'm also picking the Eagles. I mean, how can you pick against them? We just won the Super Bowl.
And you're playing the Cowboys.
You're playing the Cowboys.
They are trash. They're a dumpster fire. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Their passing game will be good.
Yeah. And that, if we lose, it's going to be because of that.
It's going to be because Dak, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson, and whoever their third wide
so they
receiver
picked on
is.
Adoree Jackson and whoever the other safety is.
So that would be my only fear. I think it will be maybe not a shootout, because if they can't run the ball, then we just put 7 corners out or 8 corners and rush 3 every time.
Have enough corners. There's not all
that's true. But just put a bunch of guys out there, whatever. But no, I would agree. I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to say that it is a shootout. I will be taking the over. Maybe I hope I'm wrong about that. The over is 47.5. That's high. No, I think each team, I think the Eagles will have 4 to 5 touchdowns if we blow them out.
Yeah.
So then that's 5. That puts us at 35. And I think the Cowboys I think Dak throws a garbage time touchdown. And I think they get
they'll get 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Yeah.
Or 2 field
goals.
goals.
If it's 35-17, that hits the over easy. And I see that happening.
We got that.
Yeah. So I'll take the Eagles. Transition to game 2.
Go Birds.
Go Bird. Go fucking Birds. Fuck the Cowboys. I'm so excited to.
The Cowboys are trash. Hear that, John's dad?
I'm so excited. Rodman, shout out. I'm so excited to watch the Cowboys without Micah Parsons, so I don't have to worry every passing play about. Yeah,
that just happened to that team. They're probably all fucking sad.
That's true too. I'm very worried about not having a superhuman edge rusher. Like I'm terrified of CeeDee Lamb. I think rightfully so. I think he's the 3rd best wide receiver in the NFL, right? 4th. I'll be a homer. He's the 4th best wide receiver in the NFL right now. I'm terrified of him. Pickens as a wide receiver 2 scares me a little bit. Dak is a good quarterback as much as he is maybe garbage time. That defense without Micah Parsons, it's god awful. Trayvon Diggs and
who did they trade for? What's the player they got back in that deal?
He's not bad. Kenny Clark, I think.
Yeah, but he's nowhere near what you gave up.
I would grade Kenny Clark as a B+ defensive tackle.
Sure.
I would grade Micah Parsons.
I would love him to be on the Eagles right now.
Me too. It would be an awesome stopgap guy.
Also,
whatever.
Kind of fuck him. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Micah Parsons, I would grade a 99 plus and 100. I mean, I think he is currently
the best pass rusher in the league.
I was going to say that, but
Myles
Garrett exists. I think currently he is
they're 1 and 1A, whoever you choose.
I think here's what I'll say. Micah Parsons is the best pure pass rusher in the league. Myles Garrett is the best edge player in the league. So, including the run and pass rush.
I don't know much, so Myles Garrett's better at run.
Micah Parsons' weak spot is in the run. There's a thing where, and Jerry Jones came out about this, but there's a thing where I think in one of the Eagles games when we played Micah, we ran at him and just ran the ball at him.
That's what they do, most of the time when we play.
TJ Watt is kind of the same thing. So TJ Watt and Micah Parsons to me are incredibly comparable in terms of just being freak pass rushers, being good against the run, but not being amazing. Myles Garrett is just a superhuman, but whatever. Anyway, so long story long, I'm optimistic. I'm worried about George Pickens and what he'll do to Adoree Jackson. But outside of that, I think they can't run the ball and they will not be able to stop us from running the ball. And that's really all that matters in football.
So Vic's plan is to have Quinyon follow the top guy around.
I don't know.
But if the top guy is
that
CeeDee, who is in the slot primarily, that's going to be Coop's job. So is he going to follow Pickens
Did Vic
around?
say his plan was to have Quinyon follow?
I heard that somewhere.
Okay.
So I might be talking about my ass, but I'm pretty sure.
I could see that, but I also I get the vibe with Vic that he likes to just have everybody stay where they're at and kind of
I think that is usually how it goes, but maybe he knows that our corners are such shit.
So bad that, Adoree Jackson versus
it's at least was in the conversation.
Okay.
Of things to happen.
I understand that because CeeDee Lamb versus Adoree Jackson would be like barbecue chicken every single time, just cooked. But Quinyon will.
Well, CeeDee spends most of his time in the slot, so
it's true. So you got Coop.
So Pickens
on Quignon.
Quignon.
Actually, all right, I take it back. If that's what happens, we're gonna boat race them. I agree. Be fucking 42-0
If that's what happens.
If that's what happens.
I might be talking out of my ass. Again, I don't do any type of research. I just maybe talk things out that I thought I heard.
Fair. I like it.
I'm just a guy.
That's true. Me too. That's all you can be. All right, so transitioning to game number 2. This game is interesting. It's in Brazil, which is interesting.
Brazil.
It is only on YouTube, so it's free to watch for everyone, which is very interesting. They're doing some stupid YouTube promotional thing for it, so everybody's clowning Roger Goodell for being Roger Goodell, which makes sense. The guy sucks, but it's kind of your job. You make a few $1 million a year, and everyone in America hates you because you're the rule guy. But
I think he makes more than a few.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it is crazy. It's like $50 million or something crazy a year, and the owners pay him, so they set it.
Also, just tangent real quick. Did you know the NFL is a tax exempt thing?
What?
Not each team, but the league itself is tax exempt.
Why? That's horseshit. Holy cow!
This is one I'm gonna double check.
You should definitely Google that. Holy cow! That is horseshit. So I will say, this is a quick tangent, but as my big focus is in real life, non-sports life, although my biggest focus is the Eagles. But in real life, is that
I think I lied to you.
Okay, I was going to say, there's no way. There's no way.
It was. That's what I.
Yeah.
For years, I've thought
that's
this.
Crazy.
The NFL is not tax exempt. The league's central office voluntarily gave up its nonprofit tax status in 2015.
Whoa,
and
my
now
God.
files taxes for a for-profit entity. So at one point, they were not a tax exempt league.
At one point, for most of their existence,
they gave it up in 2015. I wasn't a fucking liar. Fuck you.
Holy fuck.
I was kind of telling the truth.
That's horseshit. That's crazy, man. So what I was saying, and we're definitely gonna have to edit this podcast. But maybe not. But as a political science person, that's bullshit. But anyway, we'll move away from politics. That is horseshit. They should absolutely have been paying taxes their entire life.
I'm not doing any readings in depth. I'm just reading titles here. NFL abandons tax exempt status for good press.
For good press, and that was Goodell. So Goodell, whatever. Anyway, so transitioning to this game, that is a crazy thing. I that's something that will honestly blow my mind for the next hour. I'll be thinking about that because however would they be tax exempt, especially
for most of their time?
90%.
I don't know if that started in the beginning.
I would imagine it did. Yeah, I
have to dig in
extensive research, but I would imagine it did. And the only things that I know that are tax exempt are farms and religious properties, from what I know. But anyway,
the NFL is religion.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm religious for it, but for one team.
Anyway, game 2.
Anyway, game 2. Back to the lab again.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Back to the lab again. We're in Brazil, in Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo, for the Chargers Chiefs. So it is technically a home game for the Chargers, which honestly,
how come nobody fucks over the Chiefs? Why can't the Chiefs get a home game where it doesn't matter?
Fair, but I know why the NFL did this, because Chargers home games are Chargers away games.
Well, yeah.
The Eagles-Chargers games, when you look in the crowd,
always Eagles fans.
It's always Eagles fans. You even look at Padres games and there'll be Eagles chants that go on.
LA has too many teams and LA doesn't give a fuck.
But yeah. Oh wait, I'm stupid.
Yeah,
LA,
they moved.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my God.
They were at one point.
Yeah.
They had fans when they were in San Diego.
They did, but yeah, LA does not have fans.
Superchargers.
Yeah, they did have fans. Yeah. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs. The line is the Chiefs -3.5, and I don't want to be just picking the favorites, but I don't. The Chargers look good. Chargers look really good in the offseason, but I'm not going to bet against Andy Reid. I'm not going to bet against Mahomes. I think Travis Kelce.
Not in week 1.
What'd you say?
Not in week 1.
Not in week 1.
They're going to beat the Chargers.
I think so too. I think that they've had a very long, not very long, but a hard offseason of looking at yourself and being like, we just got bitched. So give me the Chiefs. I think it's going to be a very weird game. It's at Friday at 8 p.m. Yeah. So I just get the feeling that it's going to be one of those weird games where something strange happens, and I don't really want to put any more quantifying on that, but I just feel like something weird's going to happen. That's all
Is it
I'll
going
say.
to be played at this establishment?
I don't know because it's on YouTube. So probably we could probably get it on. But what do you think for the Chargers Chiefs on Friday?
The Chiefs win hand down.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong because I want them to fucking fail miserably. I'm tired of hearing them. I'm tired of people talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't even care about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I care more about the people who care about it.
Yes.
Just leave it the fuck alone. It'll go away.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yep. I agree.
Anyway,
I agree.
I just want the Chiefs to lose because they're now the new Patriots.
I agree.
So fuck them.
So fuck the Chiefs, but they win.
But they win. Yes, because they're.
So we're both agreed.
Fuck Andy Reid. He couldn't do it here. He's doing it there. Fuck him.
True.
Piece of shit. Fat fuck.
Yeah, he's a fat fuck. We're in agreement on all those things. So moving on to the 1:00 slate for Sunday, which is a big jump. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have about 8 games. So we'll just kind of move through them a little quickly. So we have
Do it to it.
the Buccaneers are playing at Atlanta. So they're
Bucks.
playing. Yeah. So I'm going to throw things off and I'm going to say the Falcons.
Oh, I mean, I like it.
So do you have any reasoning for the Bucs or just
because what's his face, the head coach?
Todd Bowles?
Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
He's like a defensive mastermind,
He is.
and they're probably going to be playing against who? Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, Michael Penix Jr. So yeah.
But I'm going to root for the Falcons
Mhm.
because it would be nice to see that left-handed quarterback do well.
That's true. Maybe the first left-handed black quarterback in a while.
Well, since Michael Vick,
Well, that's what I mean.
who also played for the Falcons.
That's true. So I'm going to take the Falcons. I'm going to go against the spread here. The line is Tampa Bay 1.5. I really like. I don't want to say it this way, but I really like Michael Penix Jr.
Hell yeah.
I hope the Michael came out there in the junior, but I think he's going to be solid. I don't think he's going to be. There are people who are like, oh, he's like a top 10 guy, like whatever. I think he's going to be solid. I really like Bijan Robinson. I think that the Falcons are kind of a dumpster fire when it comes to like the defense, but I don't trust the Buccaneers so much with all the injuries that they have. And in general,
I don't know anything. I don't know.
Godwin's out for a while, and I'm trying
Of course
to think
he
what
is.
else. Yeah, he always is. Sorry, John, but he went to a good school, but he always is. But yeah, I think I'm going to take the Falcons. I know it's kind of a.
I wouldn't be
whatever.
surprised if the Falcons won. I'd be like, okay.
I would not be surprised if the Buccaneers won at all. But
Baker's an old fuck.
yeah, well,
Mike Evans is an old fuck.
is Baker an old fuck? That's crazy.
I think
He's getting there.
He might be like an average age fuck.
Yeah, I think he's like 30, 29, something.
Ew, he's way younger than me. Fuck me.
That's
Sorry.
why I was like, is he an old fuck? All right, next game. This one I would imagine we're in agreement on. Bengals at Cleveland.
I'm gonna take Cleveland.
Interesting.
No, it's a fucking lie.
I figured. So the line is Cincinnati minus 5.5. I would imagine we're both taking Cincinnati.
I would take the over if we're doing over/under.
Yeah, I would also take the over.
Jamar fucking Chase.
Yeah.
He's on the fantasy team I drafted for.
There you go.
Let's fucking go.
T. Higgins. I think both of these teams are going to have rude awakenings this year, but the Browns are a lot more ready for it because the Browns are.
Browns are used to being the
horrible.
Browns.
Yeah.
They're okay.
I think Cincinnati's going to
You're
have
okay
a
living in a dumpster.
real issue with paying a quarterback and 2 wide receivers, top end money, and then not paying anybody else. I think
Did
they're
they
going to have real
pay
issues.
Trey Hendrickson?
They did. They added $10 million to his contract this year.
That's it.
That's
and then he's done.
No, he's potentially able to be franchise tagged for this coming off season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Poor him. He wants to probably
Poor
get the fuck out
him.
of
He
it.
would. Yeah. That was probably the worst.
But also,
case.
he's making $10 million
He's making-
to be in the.
Yeah. Well, he's making 35, 40.
10 million
yeah,
extra.
10 million extra. Yeah. So Bengals, I think we both have. That's going to be, even though it's in Ohio, it doesn't fuck. Well, it's in Ohio either way, but it doesn't fucking matter if it's in Cleveland.
Yo,
or
Ohio
Cincinnati.
doesn't matter. Did you hear that?
That's true.
I didn't say that. Curtis did.
Oh, he has no tie to Ohio.
I love you, Ohio. Not really.
All right. Oh, I thought you were talking to John.
No, just Ohio.
Just Ohio as a whole. I have so much family from Ohio. I love Ohio.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm being facetious, but also fuck Ohio. But anyway, Going on to the next game, we have the Colts Dolphins in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
What a shit show
that's going to be a horrible game. I will not be watching that game, but the Colts are actually favored.
Really?
With a line of -1.5.
Can I ask you a question you might know the answer to?
Yes.
Who is the Colts starting quarterback?
Daniel Jones.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so Daniel Jones was named the starter. Anthony Richardson, I believe that's the end of his career. As a starter, if Daniel Jones was named,
he'll float around. Somebody's going to try to.
He'll float around. He'll be a
project.
49ers reclamation project.
He's going to be the next
Cowboys.
He's going to be the next Trey Lance.
Yeah. Well, those are the two teams, the 49ers, Cowboys. That I just exactly. I could see that 100%. But yeah, give me Miami by a little bit. I don't know what your thoughts are.
I should say Miami, but just to be a dickhead, I'm going to say the Colts because
honestly,
I think Daniel Jones is actually going to be a serviceable quarterback.
I agree.
For that team,
I agree.
They're not the Giants, so they're not a complete dumpster fire. I think the thing that was making them a dumpster fire was Anthony Richardson.
I hate to be a flip flopper, and on the Pat McAfee show. They do this the segment. The Pat McAfee show. They do this segment and they always call people a flip-flopper if they listen to another person's take and then flip-flop. But I'm going to flip-flop. I like that take a lot. I think the Colts, now that I'm thinking about it, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, Josh Downs,
they have
Alec Pierce,
they have great players.
Tyler Warren, solid offensive line.
Shane Steichen's
a good coach. DeForest Buckner's on that defensive line.
A competent quarterback.
Yeah, ish. I'm going to flip-flop. Give me the Colts.
I'm grading Daniel Jones on the curve of he's not with the Giants anymore. So
That's true.
He can't be any worse than he was.
Well,
he's got to be a little better.
You absolutely convinced me, and I flipped. I'm going back. So we are, I believe as of right now, our only difference is I have Atlanta and you have Tampa Bay. So this should be interesting.
Are you marking this down?
We have to go back through. And actually, let's just make a little tally here. All right, so
I'm going to forget. I've already forgotten while we were talking about shit.
While I make the tally, the next game is going to be the Vegas Raiders in Foxborough playing against the New England Patriots.
I think the Raiders should win that game, but I have high hopes for the Patriots this year. Just because, I don't know, they brought in Mike Vrabel. They've wanted him since probably before he was out of Tennessee.
True.
Gerard Mayo was a placeholder, in my opinion. Obviously, that's true.
True.
Drake May seems like a competent quarterback, and he's definitely going to be better than he was last year. So I'm not a Patriots fan in any way, but Tom Brady's stink is out of there.
That's true.
So I have no hatred for them at this point.
Yeah, and the defense got significantly better. I will say I'm cautiously optimistic about TreVeyon Henderson. I know.
I don't know who that is.
So he went to Ohio State. He just got drafted. He's a rookie. I think that he could help their run game a lot.
We are Ohio State.
Yeah. John hates that. But no, I like that take a lot. I will say I'm going to disagree with you here. The line is New England 2.5. So you have definitely the more popular opinion and probably the smarter
I didn't
opinion.
even know that.
Yeah, I didn't. I forgot to say
made that shit up.
But you probably have the smarter opinion. The defense is very good. I didn't
know that either.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a limb and say that I like Pete Carroll quite a lot. I think Geno, I have to look up if Gillette Stadium.
He had Geno as a quarterback in Seahawks, right?
No, because
Pete Carroll gone?
Pete Carroll was gone. Oh. Pete Carroll, so, yep.
Who took over Pete Carroll?
Mike McDonald, not Mike McDaniel, Mike McDonald. So I like Geno a lot. I
can't believe he's still in the league. He shit the bed for years. And then he just kind of hung around as a backup. He was the backup for the Giants for a minute. He was the backup for Russell Wilson. So actually, Pete Carroll might have some familiarity.
Yeah.
Geno.
So I think I like Geno. I really like Ashton Genty, Genty, whatever you want to call him. I think it's Genty.
I think it's Genty.
I don't know. Who knows? Brock Bowers is the best tight end in the NFL.
Fuck. Forgot about that guy.
Yeah. So I kind of like the Raiders. I'm going to give me the Raiders.
You might be right, but I'm not changing.
Yeah. I think you might be right. That's one that I'm going to toss up on, but I'm going to go to the Raiders. I like to be a little different. So we got the next game coming up. The Cardinals play at the Saints. They play in New Orleans. Yeah,
what a shit game that's going to be.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to shock everybody here. I am going to pick, in no ironic way, the Saints.
Interesting.
I don't have a real reason why, other than I'm rooting for Kellen Moore.
Okay.
And I kind of want him to pull some shit out of his ass to win a few games this year.
All right.
And I think that maybe he could beat the Cardinals.
Is it just because it's Jonathan Gannon and fuck that guy?
Yeah, that's also part of it because he lost us that Super Bowl.
So
it was a big part of it.
Yeah.
And the Phantom holding call. Fuck him.
That's true. This is the line, or the line is -6.5. This is another one for the Cardinals, obviously.
I didn't think it. I thought it'd be more.
Yeah, I thought it'd be more too.
I'm feeling more confident in my decision.
I was going to say I'm feeling less confident in mine. This is another one that we'll differ on. I'm going to just take the home. I'm going to take Arizona. I think Kyler Murray is dog shit when it comes to.
That's part of my reason.
Yeah, when it comes to a number one overall pick, I think he, for some reason, never gets any slander. And Trevor Lawrence gets more slander than him, and they've been pretty similar. And Kyler has had way more time to prove himself, and Kyler, whatever. So
Kyler's had some good moments, I guess.
Oh yeah, he's had good statistical moments.
He's
had good seasons, but he never wins,
And he doesn't seem like he's strung anything together.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like it's very few, flashes in the pan. He's a very good athlete, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like Kyler is what people worried Lamar would be, and Lamar went 32nd overall, and Kyler went first. So it's whatever.
I can see that.
So I'm going to take Arizona.
Do you have no faith in Spencer Rattler? Because he's been named the Saints starting quarterback.
He has been named the Saints starter.
I was hoping it would be Tyler Shuck, because that's not how his name is spelled.
I have no faith in Spencer Rattler. I think that Spencer Rattler, I forget what the series is called, but there was a high school football thing done, and he was part of it. It was a Netflix series.
Last Chance U?
Yeah, Last Chance U.
He was on Last Chance U?
It might have been, I think it was Last Chance U. No, it wasn't Last Chance U, because this was high school.
Okay.
This was not JUCO. It was high school.
Was it QB1 or something like that?
Something like that. And he just seemed like such a prick. And he was in high school, and then he was not very good in college. Now, here we are. I'm not a fan of the guy. I try not to put my personal opinions in this, but I'm not a fan of Kyler either, but give me the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals easy.
Is he better than Johnny Manziel?
Spencer Rattler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll read his playbook. So
okay,
yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, he's smarter for sure than Johnny Manziel, but that's an easy line. Interesting one. So we have an interesting one, an easy one, and then another interesting one.
Okay.
So we have the Steelers at the New York Jets.
Give me the Steelers.
Gotcha. Any reasoning?
It's the Jets.
Yeah.
They suck. Also, it could kind of maybe, if even Aaron Rodgers gives a shit, it could be an Aaron Rodgers revenge game. I also don't think Aaron Rodgers gives a shit about any of his time he spent in the Jets organization.
Give me the Jets. Just kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding. Completely kidding. Give me the Steelers. I 100% agree with you. Not about whether he cares or not. Aaron Rodgers is a vengeful, aloof.
So he probably does care in a weird way.
Prick. He's been sitting here thinking about this game for fucking months.
He probably picked the Steelers because he looked at the schedule and I get to fuck up the Jets.
I don't know when the timing was, because they might have released the schedule right after, but I'm pretty sure it's a prime time.
I remember he was waiting. It was either going to be the Vikings or the
Steelers.
Yeah. And was there another team involved? I don't know. But I know
for a little bit the Saints were mentioned, but then there was another team. I know you're right, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, those were the two big teams.
Give me the Steelers. I think their running game is going to be dog shit this year. I don't like their rookie. I forget what the Caleb Johnson out of Iowa. I don't really like him, and I know maybe I'm wrong. Jalen Warren gets hurt every 15 snaps, and I don't like their guy that they got to replace Najee Harris. Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Pat Freiermuth, defense.
I do like Freiermuth.
And then, so that and the defense. And then it's the Jets.
Yeah. That's all. Who's playing the Jets? Oh, they win.
I will say Justin Fields, I think, could have a good year if the coach knows how to use him. I think Justin Fields is a
good year in terms of what
Justin Fields. Yeah. I think he's an underrated guy, but I do not ever think.
He's just going to be a shitty version of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Yes. He's a shitty version of Jalen Hurts. Yes. So give me the Steelers. I agree. Next one I think is pretty easy. The Giants play in Landover, Maryland against the Washington Commanders. Yeah, give me that one easy. That's not a question to me. The only thing that scares me about the New York Giants is their defensive line, and the Commanders' offensive line has gotten significantly better. So give me the Commanders by a
And they got
Jaden
Daniels and Scary Daniels.
Yep.
Scary Terry.
Scary
Terry.
And
Jaden
Daniels. Bobby Wagner was great last year. Marshawn Lattimore was good last year. Give me the Commanders easy.
Unless he was playing against AJ Brown.
That's true, but pretty hard to play against AJ Brown. The next game is a toss-up, but in terms of shittiness, it's two shitty teams.
My favorite.
Yeah. So we got the Carolina Panthers, and they are traveling all the way down to Jacksonville. The line is at 3.5 in favor of the Jags. What do you think?
What was the game?
Carolina Panthers, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Fuck. Who's the Jacksonville Jaguars head coach? It's not Dougie P anymore.
It's Liam Cohen.
I don't know who that is.
So he was the OC for the Rams for a while.
Oh, yeah, good for him. But anyway, I'm going to actually pick the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
It seemed like Bryce Young started figuring some shit out at the end of the year last year.
Seemed like it to me.
And they got that Leggett guy or whatever his name is. And they have a running back that's not Miles Sanders.
Chuba Hubbard.
They seemed like they were doing things at the end of last year, and I hope they can keep it rolling because there's not really a threat to us. So it'd be cool to see them improve.
I agree. I 100% agree. I think Derek Brown, I believe, and I could be wrong about this, but I think Derek Brown was hurt for a lot of last year. And that's their best player by far, defensive tackle, beast. He's probably a top 5 defensive tackle. I think Jalen Carter will be the best defensive tackle in the NFL this year. I think
you're finally going to not give it to Dexter Lawrence?
I think this year is the year. Jalen surpasses Dexter. Give me Dexter at 2, and I think Derek Brown is, if not 3, I don't know who else is. I guess, what's his name, that bitch from the Chiefs, Chris Jones. But
Chris Jones?
Yeah, Mike Jones, Chris Jones. But I think Derek Brown and the Panthers defense, J.C. Horn, should be really good, or not really good, but should be better than they were last year. And I agree, Bryce Young seemed to turn around a little bit. I love Dave Canales as a head coach. I think he's a very good head coach. I like Leggett. I think Tet McMillan was a good pickup. Give me the Panthers. I think they have Moton and Ekwonu at tackles. Those are solid.
What a name.
Ikem Ekwonu. What a name. But yeah, they have solid tackles. They paid Damian Lewis and another guard a ton of money 2 years ago. So they have like a good Robert something. They have a good interior offensive line as well. So yeah, give me the Panthers. I think Jacksonville will give up on Trevor after this year. Maybe a hot take, but I think that Trevor, or they won't give up on him, but they'll have some serious questions at the end of this year. And I think Bryce Young will have the
opposite.
Like
they already have some serious
They definitely
questions.
do, but they just paid him, so they'll have some really I think Bryce Young will have the opposite. I think he will have kind of a resurgence. Obviously not to his Alabama form, but I think he'll have a bit of things are on the opposite.
I'm going to root for him. He seems like a nice guy.
Seems like a nice guy.
He's a tiny little man.
Yeah, I'm right in there being a small guy. But yeah, seems like a nice guy. I don't know. I think things are looking up for him. I hope, at least. All right, so I'll let you go for a second for this. We're starting on the 4:05 slate of games. We have 2 games at 4:05. This one should be, I think, a pretty quick one, but the Titans play in Denver at the Broncos.
Give me Denver. I don't know nothing about either team, but I know the Titans suck ass.
Well, then you know something about the Titans because they do suck ass.
They have Cam Ward. He could be something.
He could be.
But not week 1.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he will be anything. I'm trying to fill out this.
He's going to be improvement over Will Levis, so that's a thing.
So we both picked the Steelers and the Cardinals, right? You picked Cardinals over Saints, or did you took the Saints?
I took the Saints
Yeah, you took the Saints.
Spencer Rattler.
Got you.
And Kellen
you
Moore.
took the Steelers?
I did take the Steelers.
All right, so I took Cardinals. Cardinals, Steelers, and then we both took Washington. Okay, so I'm also going to take Denver. I think that's pretty self-explanatory why I would take Denver. Their defense improved significantly. They added the linebacker from the 49ers, Drake Greenlaw.
Okay.
And they added Talanoa Hufanga, also a 49er, so fuck the 49ers. But they added 2 of the 49ers' best defensive players, and Hufanga has been hurt a lot, but that's a very deep defense. It was already one of the best defenses in the league. They only got better. I think Denver is going to blow the doors off of Tennessee. I believe it is the highest line. It is the highest line this week at it's us and them. The Eagles have a -8.5, as do the Broncos.
Also, Bo Nix turned into a good quarterback.
Bo Nix is going to be good. I think they have.
You also got what's his name, Sean Payton there.
Yeah, local guy, LaSalle boy, LaSalle College High School. That is not the college, but local guy. I think Philly tough, we'll say. But in all seriousness, I think that is going to be a really good team this year. And I don't know. We'll see. I think the Broncos have a very high ceiling this year. I think if their run game works out with J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey, that they will be a very scary team to play. So we both got
J.K. Dobbins been bouncing around a little bit.
He really has. It's those ACLs, man, and those MCLs and those knees and ankles and all those things.
You don't really need that shit.
Yeah, a little overrated as a running back in terms of
how many games we got left?
So we've got 5 left.
All right, we got this.
All right. San Francisco plays at Seattle, which is the first game that I've really questioned my choice on.
Is Sam Darnold with Seattle now?
Sam Darnold is with Seattle.
Who is their wide receivers, though?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
That guy.
They have Jake Bobo, he's been fine. He's like a wide receiver 4, now 3. Who else? Do they still have Lockett? Let me look up the Hawks receivers.
Is Brandon Ayuk injured?
I believe so.
This makes it kind of difficult.
I will agree. Cooper Kupp. Seahawks have Cooper Kupp. So they have Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, Jake Bobo, and then whoever else.
I'll take the Seahawks. I don't really have a reason other than both teams kind of seem shitty at the moment.
They'll definitely both be somewhat of a contender.
They're not going to be horrible.
No, they're not going to be horrible, but I think they're both going to be like 7-8 win teams max.
They seem, I don't know anything about them, but it seems like a very even matchup.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So it's in Seattle. That's my
I'm going to take Seattle.
Yeah, that's my one thing, but I'm going to stick with my guns.
Called the 12th man?
Yeah. I'm going to stick with my guns, and I'm going to go with San Francisco. As much as I hate San Francisco, I don't like Seattle either, but I really hate San Francisco. I do think McCaffrey will be good for the first couple games of the season and then blow his knee out, and it'll be the end of his career, I hope. But, I don't hope for that. But
yeah, that's a weird hope.
Well, I just fuck this 49ers. But you know what I mean? I don't hope that for him, but whatever.
I'm surprised he's still playing. I watched his fucking muscle fall off his inside of his leg. Yeah. And off his bone.
So give me San Francisco, but I'm not very sure about it. I think Sam Darnold is a bit of I think we would all agree that Sam Darnold is a choker. And I just
he cost himself so much money.
Yep.
I think I've said that on one of the test pods.
That's true.
That playoff game and the game before.
Yep. He blew it. And I wonder if he's going to blow it now that he's a starter and like a guy, quote unquote. Like I don't know why he didn't
just try to stay with fucking, like maybe they didn't want him because they have JJ McCarthy.
Well, he got paid a fuck ton of money. That's why. Yeah. That'll do it.
And they got J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah,
They
so
want
they
to
weren't
see
going
what
to
he's
pay him
going
that
to
money. Yeah.
They have a team ready to go,
Yep.
and they're going to throw this maybe shit quarterback in there. I'm talking about J.J. McCarthy.
That's true.
At this time.
Yeah, no, that's true. We'll see about that. Well, I think, they're the last game. They're
Is
prime time.
Carson Wentz the backup for the Vikings right now?
He may be.
I think because
That's a good
isn't
point
that
to
who we got Sam Howell from?
Yes, it is.
So yeah, Carson Wentz is on the Vikings.
I would
I
imagine.
think.
We didn't. Oh, yeah, they signed Carson. Yeah. No. All right. So while Josh looks that up, moving on to our last, we got 4 games left. This is our first of the 4:25 p.m. slate. We have 2 at that point. This is maybe the best game of the whole week, in my opinion. The Detroit Lions will be going to Green Bay to face Micah Parsons. I don't think he'll be playing because of his back injury. But the Detroit Lions will be going to Green Bay. And I personally, the line is at Green Bay -1.5, and I'm not really sure why.
Is it in Green Bay?
It is in Green Bay. But give me Detroit. Give me Detroit all the way through. I think Detroit is the biggest worry for me.
Yes.
Of all teams.
I'm not really worried for the Eagles of the Green Bay Packers, but I feel like the Micah Parsons effect that might help them win week 1.
But he might not be playing with the back injury.
Micah Parsons?
Yeah, he has a lower back thing.
Go fuck myself.
So he might be out week 1.
I don't know anything.
I don't know if he's going to be in week 1, but I'm saying even with or without Micah, I'm going to give me the Lions. I think they have Penei Sewell. I think they have enough of an offensive line to hamper him, and I just think it's the Lions. I think they're gonna keep going the way what they've been going. They're in an upward trajectory. So give me the Lions. Are you still with the Packers, even with Micah potentially being out?
No, give me the Lions. You
Okay.
switch me.
Yeah, I just think the Lions are too good. They're too.
Yeah, no,
too
they're
hard to.
Look what they did last year. The only reason they lost to the Commanders,
lost 25 goddamn players.
On defense.
Yeah,
all on defense for the most part.
I think they lost 25 total, and then 11 on defense.
And then they had
or something.
Jameson Williams try to throw the ball in the playoff game for some reason.
Yeah,
so that didn't help.
That's true.
Also, yes, to go back to Vikings sign QB Wentz, trade Howell to Eagles.
Okay, so they do have Carson. So there we go, Carson. All right, we got 3 games left. Our second of the 4:25 slate. We're going with the Houston Texans, who are traveling all the way to Inglewood to play the Los Angeles Rams. So we have Texans-Rams.
Man, that's
a good game too. Both of the 4:25 games, the Lions-Packers.
I don't even know how to pick that game.
I'm going to honestly, at 4:25 on Sunday, I'm going to be locked into the TV because the 4:05 games, the 49ers, Seahawks will be good, but Denver's going to blow the doors off of Tennessee. But those 2 4:25 games, holy shit, be good games. So I was stalling a little bit there. Do you have a pick, or because I don't have a fucking pick?
Yeah, I don't. I'm just going to pick. I'm going to say the Rams win just because Texans have to travel.
I agree. I think the Rams win. I don't know if it's because of the travel, but I agree. I think the Rams are a really good team. I also think the Texans are a very good team.
Same.
But I do think the Rams win. I think that it's Stafford. I think Stafford week 1
This
home.
is a make it or break it year for the Rams.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Stafford retires or they continue with this Puka Nacua, all bought in Kyron Williams.
Do you think Stafford, is that a thing? Stafford retires after this year?
I mean, he's old. I just made that up.
Okay.
But he is old. I don't know.
Even if he doesn't retire, this is probably going to be his last best effort.
Last best effort for sure.
Yes.
I think he will. Matt Stafford is one of those guys that I think with toughness, skill, all those things, I think that he could be a league average quarterback at age 50. He could play as fucking long as he wants. And I think he will play as long as he wants. But I don't know. I don't think I
just want to know how old he was.
37, maybe?
I mean, what's 37?
He's John's age.
You're right.
Yeah, he's John's age.
I mean, Brady did it. Not that I'm comparing Brady to Stafford, but
Stafford's a Hall of Famer to me, easy. Especially with the Super Bowl, it makes it really, really easy. But even with those Lions years, I mean, he was the best quarterback, not in the league, but up there. It's hard.
So he was the first overall pick in 2009.
Damn, 16 years. Jesus, man. What a legend, OG at this point.
He was throwing a Megatron.
Yes, he was.
How did he not win anything?
I don't know. They triple covered Megatron, and then
He's
who else?
still-
But who else do you have to throw to? All right, so getting back to we got our last two, our 8 o'clock games. We got Sunday at 8 o'clock, the game of the week, in my opinion, and in everybody who's intelligence opinion. The Baltimore Ravens are heading to Buffalo. So the Ravens will play the Bills Sunday night. Holy shit, what a game.
Yeah.
So the line is Buffalo minus 1.5. Sorry, the line for the Rams was Rams minus 3.5. So, but Buffalo minus 1.5. It's in Buffalo. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to take Ravens.
Okay.
I mean, they got Lamar.
Yep.
They got
Enough said.
Derrick Henry.
No.
They have probably a wide receiver. Zay
Flowers, Hopkins. Yeah.
Hopkins. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, an old
I mean,
guy.
if he was good, he was great. But
Yeah.
he's a guy now.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. I'm just going to say the Ravens because
All right. I like it. We're locking it in.
I'm
Ravens
locking
are,
it in.
I mean, they're a great team. I don't hate that at all.
And it's the regular season, so there's no pressure on Lamar really. So he's going to ball out.
So I'm going to say the same thing for Josh Allen. There's no pressure on him to beat the Chiefs, so give me Josh Allen. I feel like Josh Allen in big games that don't matter, if that makes sense. Like every year in the regular season against the Chiefs, he beats them, no problem. Big games that don't matter, he's got it. Big games that do matter, we'll see. But I'm going to be a contrarian, or not really a contrarian, because I'm picking the FanDuel's pick. But give me Buffalo. I think I let another I'm dumb. Earlier I said Sean Payton was a LaSalle guy. Sean McDermott is a LaSalle guy. That's who I meant. Both from Philly. But Sean McDermott is a LaSalle guy. Kind of same Sean, whatever.
Two Sean's.
Both Irish, both from Philly. One of them has to go to LaSalle. But Sean McDermott's like a LaSalle guy. He's local. Give me the Bills. I don't know. I love Josh Allen. I think coming off his MVP season, he'll have a good year, good game. Yeah. We'll see what Shakir and Coleman can do.
Also, yeah, the Bills don't have any fucking wide receivers.
No, they don't. So we'll see what Shakir and Coleman can do.
That Dalton Knox guy.
Dalton Kincaid.
Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, and then they have Dawson Knox.
Knox.
They have the two. Dawson Knox, yeah, we'll see. But Dalton Kincaid should be a stud, theoretically. All right. So our last and final game, and I'm sure we're looking good on time here. But
yeah. We are
well over
an hour.
Okay.
We're an hour and 31 minutes and 45
Holy
seconds.
shit. Okay. So let's wrap up the last game quick so we can get this done in less than an hour 40. We got Minnesota playing Chicago at 8:15 on Monday in Chicago. The line is Minnesota minus 1.5. I'm not sure how it's not higher than that, personally. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, also, there's no reason to argue with
no
that
reason
one.
to even debate that
Even
one.
their potentially shitty rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
They're just going to win.
It's the Bears.
Their Vikings defense is great,
Viking
right?
defense is very good.
That's all you need.
Yep. That's all you need.
Defense, run the ball.
And
Eagles did it.
Yep.
And they had also great players. But
yeah. And they're playing against the Bears, and it's in prime time. So give me Caleb Williams choking on his second favorite thing to choke on, which is football games.
What's the first, Curtis?
I don't know. He paints his nails. Just kidding. We can cut that one out maybe, but maybe not. But anyway, to wrap up, in terms of our picks, I think we had like 3 or 4 different from each other. But yeah, it'll be fun to see, and we'll get John to make some picks tonight to add to our scoreboard, and then we'll have a running tally, and maybe we'll have a punishment for whoever loses or a prize for whoever wins or something like that.
Hell yeah. I like prizes.
Yeah. Maybe
and
not
punishments depending.
Yeah, that's true. It depends on the punishment. It could be a funny punishment.
Finger in the butt.
Well, not that. Definitely not that. All right.
Are we talking about prizes?
Yeah, what are we talking about? Prizes or punishments? Anyway, all right. Well, to wrap up, this has been a very scatterbrained episode 1 of the Three Best Phriends podcast.
But only 2.
But only 2 here today. We're hoping that changes for our
it will change.
episode 2. But yeah, thank you guys for listening along. If you stayed along with all of our ridiculous inside jokes and things, yeah.
I do want to apologize for making this an hour and 34 minutes.
I agree. In the future, we'll be a lot more succinct, and I will be more.
Don't believe that.
Maybe don't believe that, but in the future, we will at least make a concerted attempt to be more succinct. And
maybe like an hour and 15.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe more of a sweet.
Let's say an hour, and then keep it to an hour and 15.
Try to keep it around there. Yeah. But go Birds, go Phillies. We've got
go Birds, weekend, go Phils.
Big weekend. Hail to Pitt, and I will throw a little. Hail to Pitt from me, and I'll throw a little "We Are" for John there.
Ohio State.
John's not going to like that one, but we'll throw a little "We Are" in there for John. Overall, for those who listen, thank you so much.
Please listen.
Yeah, please listen.
Please like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe. You're supposed to say. Yes, that is.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Don't be mean or I'll kill myself.
Yep, that's true. Well, maybe that'll be a Patreon episode.
Somebody's got to upload it, so one of us has to be alive.
All right. Well, to all of our day one listeners, because you guys are definitely qualified as that, we love you.
Thank you, family.
Yep. Thank you, family, with a PH. And that we are signing off.
Yeah. Later, dickheads.
Love y'all.